Hello, welcome back to another Modify Monday. My name is Chas, and today I'm going to walk you through 5 ways that you can modify a side plank. So the first way to modify is to start in tabletop position, and you'll kickstand your top foot back, and your bottom leg is going to stay on the ground. So your knee is going to be directly underneath your hip. If you're having trouble balancing here, just pivot that foot a little bit behind you so it's off the mat. You're more than welcome to sweep your top arm up and over your ear here to get a little deeper side stretch, maybe even hover that leg and foot off the ground. I'm going to show you these variations on the second side as well, so that way I stay nice and balanced in my body and you get to see what this pose looks like and feels like from behind as well. The second way that you can modify your side plank pose is to start in a regular side plank and then step that top foot over in front of you. So your foot is going to be in line with your pubic bone. If you find that your hips are dropping down, you really want to try to lift your hip and side waist away from the mat. You can also place your hand at your hip in any of these variations for a little bit of a lighter version. Now the third way that you could modify the side plank is to come into regular plank and you just gently step your top foot a little bit forward. So it's as if you were standing up and just crossing your legs. And you're welcome to try a few different variations with your arms. The fourth way that you can modify a side plank is to use blocks. So you just simply place your hands onto blocks on the medium setting. Start in tabletop, tuck your toes, come up into a plank pose, and then you pivot to one side. Now here are the variations that you can take with this block. It just helps to elevate you a little bit more away from the floor. And that way you can really start to feel the lift that's happening in your side waist and through your hips. As always, please make sure that your shoulders are moving down your back away from your ears. Now, the fifth way that you could modify a side plank is to come into a forearm plank. Sometimes this is easier on your shoulders. It really just depends on your body. Another variation to this is to have your forearms so those fingers are more on a diagonal. Awesome. Now I want to show you just a couple of pointers in whichever variation that you may be in. It's really important here that you're not poking your belly out and splaying through your rib cage. You don't want to arch that lower back. You want to think about knitting your low ribs and upper abdominal muscles together so you're closing that gap. Sometimes it's helpful to place the hand behind the head to support the neck a little bit here too. So very important here, you really want to engage through your core. Imagine that you had a zipper along the front of your body and you're just zipping up your body. And those are a few variations and modifications that you can take for your side plank pose. I hope that you enjoyed this. As always, any questions, comments, or concern, please feel free to send me an email. You can also reach me on social media. All right, namaste, my friends.